The hospital room door slammed open, shattering the sterile silence as Alexis wheeled herself in, her hands gripping the rims with white-knuckled fury. "You have the nerve to call me here after what you did," she spat, her voice cracking like thunder over the beeping monitors. Her father's gaunt face, once so authoritative, now twisted in desperation, whispered, "Lexi, please. You're my only hope." Alexis Harper had always been the golden child in her small-town Ohio family. Straight-A student, captain of the soccer team, the girl everyone expected to conquer the world. But at 17 everything shattered. It was a crisp autumn evening in 2008 when she mustered the courage to come out to her parents over dinner. "Mom, Dad, I'm gay," she said, her voice trembling but resolute. Her mother froze, fork midway to her mouth, while her father, Robert, a stern factory worker with old-school values, exploded. "No daughter of mine," he roared, slamming his fist on the table so hard the plates jumped. The argument escalated into chaos. Robert, blinded by rage, dragged Alexis toward the door, yelling about sin and disgrace. In the struggle, she tripped over the threshold, tumbling down the porch steps. The impact was brutal. A spinal cord injury that left her paralyzed from the waist down. As she lay there, crumpled and in agony, Robert didn't call for help. Instead, he packed a bag and left that night, abandoning his family without a backward glance. "You're dead to me," were his parting words, echoing in Alexis's mind as the ambulance sirens wailed. Her mother, Evelyn, tried to hold things together, but the divorce that followed drained their savings. Alexis spent months in rehab, learning to navigate a wheelchair while grappling with betrayal. High school became a battlefield of whispers and pitying stares. Soccer dreams? Gone. Prom? A distant fantasy. But amid the darkness, a spark ignited when she transferred to a specialized program in Cleveland. There, in a support group for LGBTQ+ youth, she met Alice Rivera. Alice was everything Alexis wasn't: vibrant, unapologetic, with a laugh that could light up the room. A Puerto Rican transplant from New York, she was studying art therapy, her curly hair always tied back with colorful scarves, her eyes full of empathy. "Hey, new girl," Alice said on Alexis's first day, sliding into the seat next to her. "I'm Alice. What's your story?" Alexis hesitated, but something in Alice's warm smile cracked her defenses. They talked for hours about coming out horrors, family rejections, and the quiet strength it took to rebuild. Their friendship blossomed quickly. Late-night coffee runs turned into deep conversations under starry skies. Alice shared her own scars. A conservative family that disowned her at 18, forcing her to couchsurf through college. "We survive because we have to," Alice would say, her hand brushing Alexis's in quiet solidarity. One rainy afternoon, as they huddled in a diner booth, Alice confessed, "You know, Lex, you're the first person who's made me feel like home again." Alexis's heart raced. Was this friendship or something more? As winter set in, their bond deepened. Alice helped Alexis with physical therapy, pushing her to reclaim her independence. They'd wheel through snowy parks, Alice sketching the landscapes while Alexis read poetry aloud. One evening by the frozen lake, Alice leaned in, her breath warm against Alexis's cheek. "I think I'm falling for you," she whispered. The kiss that followed was tentative, then electric. A promise of healing in a world that had tried to break them. But shadows loomed.
Robert est absent, sonnait d'Alexis.
Letters from him arrived sporadically, filled with half-hearted apologies and pleas for money, which Evelyn ignored. Alexis buried the pain, focusing on Alice. They dreamed of escaping to New York City, where Alice had connections in the art world. "We'll build our own family," Alice said, her eyes sparkling. Yet, deep down, Alexis wondered if she could ever forgive the man who stole her legs and her innocence. By spring they were inseparable. Alice's optimism balanced Alexis's cynicism. They attended pride events, holding hands defiantly. But tension brewed when Alexis received a call from her mother. Robert was back in town, diagnosed with stage 4 liver cancer. "He wants to see you," Evelyn said, her voice weary. Alexis hung up, tears streaming. How could she face him? Alice held her that night, whispering, "Whatever you decide, I'm here." The decision weighed heavy, pulling at the fragile threads of her heart. As summer approached, Alexis graduated high school, wheelchair-bound but head held high. Alice surprised her with tickets to New York, A fresh start. Our adventure begins, Alice grinned. But the call from Robert lingered. A storm cloud on their horizon. Alexis knew she couldn't run forever. The past was catching up, demanding reckoning. New York City hit them like a whirlwind. Horns blaring, skyscrapers piercing the sky. A pulse of energy that made Ohio feel like a distant dream. It was 2010, and Alexis and Alice rented a tiny walk-up in Brooklyn. Alice's art gigs paying the bills while Alexis pursued community college for social work. "This is us against the world," Alice said, unpacking boxes with infectious enthusiasm. Alexis nodded, but the wheelchair ramps, or lack thereof, reminded her daily of her limitations. Still, Alice's love was a bomb, turning cramped spaces into sanctuaries. Their romance flourished in the city's rhythm. Picnics in Central Park, where Alice sketched Alexis's profile against the skyline. "You're my muse," Alice teased, her fingers tracing Alexis's jaw. Nights out in Greenwich Village, dancing in queer bars, Alexis from her chair, Alice swaying close, their laughter drowning out the music. But intimacy brought vulnerabilities. Alexis's paralysis made her self-conscious, but Alice's patience was endless. "You're perfect to me," she'd murmur, their touches gentle, affirming. Yet cracks appeared. Alice's family reached out sporadically, offering olive branches that she rejected. "They don't get to waltz back in," she'd say bitterly. Alexis envied her resolve. Her own father's shadow loomed larger. Letters from Robert escalated, begging for forgiveness, detailing his chemo horrors. Evelyn forwarded them, pleading, "He's your dad, Lex." Alexis shredded them, but guilt gnawed. One night, after a fight with Alice over forgotten groceries, trivial but amplified by stress, Alexis broke down. "What if I can't let go?" she sobbed. Alice held her, but doubt flickered in her eyes. Work became an escape. Alexis volunteered at a LGBTQ+ center, counseling teens like her former self. Alice's art therapy sessions thrived, her paintings, vibrant abstracts of love and loss, gaining gallery attention. Success bred jealousy from unexpected quarters. Alice's ex, Mia, a fiery photographer, reappeared at an opening. "You two look cozy," Mia smirked, eyeing Alexis's chair with pity. Alice brushed it off, but Mia's text started. "Miss our wild days?" Alexis saw one by accident, igniting insecurity. "Is this what you want? Someone who can run with you?" Alexis accused. Alice denied, but the seed was planted. Drama peaked at a pride parade. Amid rainbows and cheers, Mia cornered Alice, confessing lingering feelings. Alexis, wheeling nearby, overheard. "I never stopped loving you," Mia said. Alice pulled away, but the hesitation stung. That night, betrayal boiled over. "How could you not tell me?" Alexis yelled in their apartment. Alice cried. "It was nothing. You're everything to me." They reconciled in tears, but trust frayed. Meanwhile, Robert's condition worsened. A desperate call from Evelyn. "He's got months, Lex. He needs a liver donor, you're a match." Alexis froze. "Save the man who paralyzed her?" Alice urged caution. "Don't let him drag you down." But Alexis's sense of duty clashed with rage. She visited Ohio alone, wheeling into the hospital. Robert looked frail, tubes snaking his body. "Lexi, I'm sorry," he croaked. "For everything." Tears fell, but forgiveness? Elusive. Back in New York, Alice threw herself into work, distancing subtly. A gallery show loomed, Mia assisting. Alexis felt sidelined. One evening she found Alice's sketchbook, drawings of Mia, intimate. "It's art," Alice insisted. But doubt poisoned. "Maybe you need someone whole," Alexis whispered. Alice stormed out, seeking solace in Mia's arms. The thought tormented. High drama unfolded at the gallery opening. Alexis arrived unannounced, confronting Alice amid flashing cameras. "Is this betrayal?" she demanded. Alice, shocked, pulled her aside. "No, Mia means nothing." But Mia intervened, smirking. "Face it, Alice needs passion you can't give." Words cut deep.
Alice slapped Mia, defending Alexis.
"She's my heart." The scene exploded. Guests whispering, Alice in tears. They left together, the ride home silent. In their apartment, raw emotions poured. "I love you, Lex." "Only you," Alice vowed. Alexis, vulnerable, confessed her fears. They clung, rebuilding. But Robert's plea echoed. Alexis decided. She'd test for donation, not for him but for closure. Alice supported, their bond strengthening through fire. As fall painted the city gold, they planned a future. Marriage equality whispers in the air. Yet, tests revealed complications. Alexis's health risked. I can't lose you, Alice begged. The choice loomed, a cliff's edge. The decision tore at Alexis like thorns. Winter 2012 blanketed New York in snow, mirroring her frozen heart. Robert's calls intensified. Pleading voicemails, Evelyn's tearful intermediaries. He's fading, Lex, her mother said. Alice, ever the anchor, researched alternatives. There must be another donor, she insisted, poring over medical sites at their kitchen table. But Alexis knew. Family matches were rare. Her blood type sealed it. Internal conflict raged. Flashbacks haunted. Robert's rage, the fall, years of therapy. Why save him? Alexis whispered to her reflection. Alice held her nights, their love a quiet fortress. But Mia's shadow lingered. After the gallery fiasco, Alice cut ties, but rumors swirled in art circles. She's with the cripple out of pity, one whispered at a party Alexis attended. Stung, she wheeled away, doubt festering. Romance rekindled through small acts. Alice surprised Alexis with a rooftop picnic, city lights twinkling. Remember our first kiss? Alice asked, pulling her close. That hasn't changed. Their embrace deepened emotions, but vulnerability exposed cracks. Alexis confided her donor dilemma. If I do this, it's for me, not him. Alice nodded, but fear etched her face. Just promise you'll come back whole. Betrayal struck unexpectedly. Alice's phone buzzed during dinner. A text from Mia. Last night was magic. Again. Alexis snatched it, heart-shattering. You lied, she screamed. Alice paled. It was one mistake after our fight. I was drunk, scared. Tears flowed. Forgive me, Lex. Please. Alexis wheeled out into the blizzard, rage blinding. Hours later, Alice found her in a park, shivering. I can't lose you, Alice sobbed. Reconciliation was tentative, built on promises. High drama escalated with Robert's health crisis. He collapsed, needing immediate surgery. Evelyn begged. Fly home now. Alexis boarded a plane, Alice by her side. In Ohio's hospital, the reunion was electric. Robert, skeletal, grasped her hand. I was wrong, Lexi. So wrong. His apology poured. Regrets over homophobia. Abandonment. Alexis listened, tears mixing anger and pity. You broke me, she said. But I'm stronger now. Alice watched, supportive yet wary. Back in their hotel, emotions overflowed. He's manipulating, Alice warned. But Alexis saw humanity in his frailty. Tests proceeded. She was viable but risks high, potential complications for her spine. Do it for your peace, Alice urged, their love a guiding light. Climax built during surgery prep. Robert confessed more. He'd followed her life from afar, proud yet ashamed. Your strength. It's from your mother, not me. Alexis wavered. Then a bombshell. Evelyn revealed Robert had another child. A half-sister from an affair, now 20. He left us for them, Evelyn admitted. Betrayal deepened. How many lives did you ruin? Alexis confronted. Robert wept, begging mercy. Alice, sensing Alexis's turmoil, proposed. Marry me, Lex. Whatever happens. On a snowy hill overlooking the town, Alice knelt. You're my forever. Ring slipped on, joy amid chaos. But decision time loomed. Alexis chose donation for closure, not obligation. This ends the cycle, she told Alice. Surgery day dawned tense. Alice paced waiting rooms, praying. Hours ticked. Complications arose. Alexis's blood pressure dropped. Alarms blared. Alice collapsed in fear. But Alexis pulled through, donor successful. Robert survived, gratitude overflowing. Thank you, daughter. Alexis nodded, detached. This is goodbye. Recovery bonded them further. Back in New York, scars healed, physical and emotional. Alice's infidelity forgiven. Trust rebuilt through therapy. We're human, Alexis said. Their wedding planned, a symbol of resilience. Yet, personnel twists emerged. Robert's half-sister Sarah reached out, curious, kind. I didn't know about you, she wrote. Meetings tentative, forging unexpected family. Human elements shown. Forgiveness not erasure but growth. As spring bloomed, Alexis wheeled through parks with Alice, hand in hand. We made it, Alice whispered. But whispers of Robert's relapse hinted at ongoing drama. Life's uncertainties lingered, but their love endured. Summer 2015 brought marriage equality to America. A wave of celebration that swept Alexis and Alice into its joy. They wed in Central Park under blooming cherry blossoms. Alexis in a flowing white dress, Alice in a tailored suit, their vows echoing resilience. Through betrayal and healing I choose you, Alexis said, tears glistening. Guests cheered, including Evelyn and Sarah, the half-sister who'd become a tentative ally. Robert, recovering but frail, sent a card. Proud of you. Alexis tucked it away, emotions complex. Post-wedding life hummed with purpose. Alexis advanced in social work, advocating for disabled LGBTQ+ rights. Her TEDx talk, From Paralysis to Power, went viral, sharing her story without bitterness. Alice's art career soared. Galleries featured her series on queer love, inspired by their journey. You're my eternal subject, Alice murmured, painting Alexis's portrait. Intimacy deepened, their home a haven of laughter and support. But shadows resurfaced. Robert's cancer returned aggressively. Calls resumed, desperate, demanding. I need more help, he pleaded. Alexis, now stronger, set boundaries. I've given enough. Alice supported, but tension mounted when Robert showed up in New York unannounced. Gaunt and pleading, he knocked on their door. Lexi, please. One last chance. The confrontation was raw. You expect salvation after destruction? Alexis challenged. Robert broke, admitting deep regrets. I was scared of what I didn't understand. Drama intensified as Alice's past crept back. Mia, now a rival artist, sabotaged Alice's exhibit, spreading rumors of infidelity. She's unfaithful, Mia leaked online. Alice's reputation teetered. Why now? Alice cried. Alexis investigated, uncovering Mia's jealousy. Confrontation at a gallery. Leave us alone. Alexis demanded from her chair, voice commanding. Mia backed down, but damage lingered. Trust tested again, they leaned on couples therapy. We're worth fighting for, Alice affirmed. Human depth emerged in Robert's decline. Hospital visits revealed his isolation. Remarried briefly, but alone now. Sarah joined, bridging gaps. He wasn't all bad, Sarah shared childhood tales. Alexis softened, seeing nuances. A man shaped by era's prejudices, now seeking redemption. One night, Robert confessed, I envied your courage. Tears flowed. Forgiveness budded, not full but real. High emotion peaked during a family gathering. Evelyn hosted in Ohio, Robert attending weekly. Tensions boiled, old arguments resurfaced. You ruined us, Evelyn accused. Robert wept apologies. Alexis mediated, wheelchair a symbol of endurance. We've all suffered. Time to heal. Alice, by her side, whispered encouragement. The evening ended in tentative peace, hugs exchanged. Back in New York, their life flourished. They adopted a rescue dog, symbolizing new beginnings. Alice's exhibit rebounded stronger. But Robert's end neared. Final visit. Bedside, he grasped Alexis's hand. Thank you for saving me twice. He passed peacefully, leaving a will. Inheritance for Alexis and Sarah with a letter. Live freely as I couldn't let you. Grief mixed relief. Funeral in Ohio, somber, reflective. Alexis eulogized. He taught me strength through pain. Alice held her, their love a constant. Betrayal's scars faded, replaced by growth. As years passed, they mentored young queer couples, sharing their saga. Love wins, but it's messy, Alexis advised. Sarah became family, visiting often. Human themes resonated. Redemption possible but earned. Forgiveness a gift to self. One evening, watching sunset from their balcony, Alice turned. We've built something beautiful. Alexis smiled, wheeling closer. From ashes. Their kiss sealed it. Romance enduring amid life's dramas. Yet a new chapter loomed. Alice discovered she was pregnant via donor. A surprise joy. Our family grows, she beamed. Alexis, ecstatic, prepared for motherhood. Challenges ahead. Parenting with disability. But their bond unbreakable. By 2020, Alexis and Alice's life had evolved into a tapestry of triumphs and trials, their Brooklyn home now filled with the giggles of their daughter, Mia. Ironically named, a nod to reclaiming the past. At 5, little Mia was a whirlwind of energy, climbing onto Alexis's lap for stories. "Mommy, tell about when you met Mama," she'd demand. Alexis would spin tales of love's resilience, omitting darker chapters. Alice, now a renowned artist, balanced career with family, her paintings adorning museums. But drama never fully faded. The pandemic isolated them, amplifying old wounds. Alexis's advocacy shifted online, fighting for accessible healthcare in queer communities. Robert's death lingered in quiet moments. His inheritance funded their home adaptations. Sarah visited virtually, bonding over shared loss. "He'd be proud," Sarah said. Alexis nodded, peace settling. Emotional depth surfaced when Mia asked about grandparents. "Grandpa hurt me once," Alexis explained gently. "But we forgive to move on." Alice added, "Love heals." Their parenting mirrored their romance, patient, profound. Nights they'd cuddle as a family, watching movies, Alice's hand in Alexis's. Romance reignited through date nights, wheeling through empty streets, stargazing from rooftops. "You're still my adventure," Alice whispered. Intimacy, adapted and tender, strengthened bonds. But conflict arose when Alice's career demanded travel. "Europe exhibit months away," she announced. Alexis panicked. "With Mia? Alone?" Insecurities flared, echoing past betrayals. "You won't stray?" Alexis asked vulnerably. Alice reassured. "Never again." The separation tested them. Alice in Paris, Alexis managing home. Video calls bridged gaps but loneliness gnawed. Then a scare. Mia fell ill, hospitalized briefly. Alexis wheeled through chaos alone, heart aching. "I need you," she messaged Alice. Alice flew back immediately, guilt-ridden. "I should have stayed." Reconciliation in the hospital. "We're a team," Alexis said. Their embrace, Mia between, reaffirmed commitment. Human elements shown in community work. Alexis founded a nonprofit for paralyzed LGBTQ+ youth, Alice contributing art therapy. Stories poured in teens facing rejection, mirroring Alexis's past. "Your story saved me," one wrote. Impact rippled, turning personal pain into collective healing. Climax built with a family crisis. Sarah revealed her own coming out, lesbian, facing rejection from her circle. "Can I stay?" she asked, arriving in New York. Alexis welcomed her, but tensions arose. Sarah's presence stirred memories of Robert. Arguments flared. "You remind me of him." Alexis snapped once. Alice mediated. "We're family now." Through talks, bonds formed. Sarah babysitting Mia, sharing laughs. Redemption culminated at a pride event. Alexis spoke on stage, wheelchair gleaming under lights. From betrayal at 17 to this love, family, purpose. Forgiveness isn't weakness. It's power. Alice and Mia cheered, Sarah beside. Applause thundered, a cathartic release. As 2026 dawned, their life embodied humanity. No fairy tale end but real. Highs of Mia's first school play, lows of Alice's burnout. They navigated with grace, therapy ongoing. "We've weathered storms." Alexis reflected on their anniversary, toasting with wine. Alice smiled and emerged stronger. The story closed on a rooftop, city skyline aglow. Mia asleep inside, Sarah visiting. Alexis and Alice hand in hand. "What next?" Alice asked. "More love," Alexis replied. Their kiss under stars symbolized enduring romance. Kintsugi of broken hearts, golden and whole. In the end, betrayal birthed growth. Drama forged depth. Emotions wove connections. Their tale, quintessentially American, resilient, diverse, hopeful, whispered. Love in all forms prevails.